So, if today our next topic we are having, that is the blood group system. Okay, this was first of all told by a scientist, that was Carl Landsteiner in 1900. Okay, so the blood grouping, as you guys all know, we have also learned about the blood groups in the metric class too, that blood groups are basically the part of our body. Okay, so this blood group is basically this is the example of multiple alleles. What does it mean? This is the example of multiple alleles. What is alleles? Alleles is basically the character. Okay, the character. So the blood group is having the multiple character, which means that their genes are basically in paired form. The blood group genes are basically in the paired form. I'll be telling you how they are in the paired form. They are in the paired form. Paired form. And they are homologous. Okay, homologous means the same. Okay, and they are the homologous. So the blood groups are basically controlled by the genes, as you guys all know. We are having the multiple alleles. For example, what is I? I is basically the antigen. This is representing the antigen, that there is a blood group A, blood group B, blood group O. Okay, so we are having the factor. These are what? These are the factor of the blood group. These are the factor of the blood group. Okay, and three gene is basically controlling the one factor. Okay, this is the factor of the blood group, and three genes are basically controlling this one factor. For example, we are having the blood group A and A. Okay, second we are having let me okay, so we are having the AA, AB, AO, BB, BO, OO. Okay, so these are what? These are having the gametes formation. They are basically the same genes basically attach, and two genes basically represent the blood group. Two gene represent the blood group. Two gene represent the blood group. Okay, so AA, AB, AA, AB, AO. Okay, BB, BA, OO. Okay, so we are having the we are having four blood groups. Okay, so four blood groups we are having, so we are calling that as a phenotype. We are calling four blood groups we are having, so we are calling that as a phenotype. And these are what? These are the six genes in paired form. Okay, we are calling that as a genotype, and the genotype are basically 6. So we are calling 6 ratio of the genotype, and phenotype are 4, because blood group we are having the 4. So first one we are having blood group A. Okay, antigen A and A. So they are homozygous, which means they are same. Okay, so which AA, so which means the blood group is A. Blood group is A. Now let's take an example of the A and B. A and B. A and B, which means they are having the both blood group A and B, so we are calling that the blood group is A and B. Third we are having that is the, and we are also calling a blood group which is having both blood groups like A and B, we are calling that the condominants. We are calling it that as the condominants. Okay, this is the MCQ's part. So third we are having A and O. So of course A is the blood group A, because this is having no antigen. Okay, so this we are having. Second we are having B and B. As you guys all know, the blood group is B, so the blood group is here B. First one we are having, that is the blood group B and O. As you guys all know, here we are having no antigen, here we are having blood group B, so the blood group is B. Sixth one we are having O and O, which means there is having no antigen, no blood group, so we are having, this is the O blood group. For example, the blood group is A. Blood group we are having, we have taken the blood group A, this one. Okay, so on the RBC of that blood group, the antigen is basically what? The antigen we are having the A, which means the blood group. The blood group antigen is A, because the blood group is A, and this antigen A will make the antibody of the opposite blood group, which is the antibody of B. Okay, antibody you can say, or plasma body you will say. You can say that. If the blood group is B, so this is the blood, you can say the cell of the blood group cell of the RBC. Okay, so on their cells, okay, on RBC they are having the antigen B, because the blood group is B, sorry, and they will make the antibodies against the B, against the A group. As you guys all know, the blood group of A, antibodies of the B. There we are having the blood group B, the antibodies will be of the A. Means the opposite antibody will be done. Okay. Next we are having, for example, we are having the blood group that is, for example, A and B, both. A and B, for example, and this is the RBC. So their antigen will be having both, because blood group is A and B. So the both antigen will be there. But the antibody, there will be no antibody. Why? No antibody, because they are having both antigen A and B. So any antibody will be not there, not A and not B, because they are having the both antigen. Okay. So if you are taking the example of, if we are having the blood group O, this is the RBC of that blood group. Okay, so they will be having no antigen, because they are having no blood group, not A, not B, so they are having no antigen. And if you talk about the antibody, so they will be having both antibodies. They will make antibodies of blood group A as well as B too, just because they are having no antigen, so they want the antibody of the A and B both. Okay, because of the absence of the antigen. Okay, and we are calling O negative as a universal donor, which means that they can donate blood to any blood group. And if the O positive there, which means O positive, I'll be telling you in the next video. Yeah, blood group AB, if the blood group is, any person is having blood group AB, which means they can take the blood from any blood group. They are the universal